And good evening from the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse inside Valley High School in West Des Moines. The setting for tonight's matchup featuring the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Valley Tigers. And hello everyone, delighted to have you with us on this Thursday evening from West Des Moines. And along with our crew here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, I'm Hunter Phillips. Well, it's take two tonight as Roosevelt and Valley were originally slated to play on Monday night before a snowstorm would blanket the metro area and put the matchup on pause. Now that the snow is mostly cleared away, both squads are ready to get back underway here tonight. We'll begin with the Roosevelt Rough Riders. They enter tonight's contest with a 1-4 record and look to keep the momentum going following their first win of the season last Friday against Des Moines East. The Rough Riders began their season on January 8th and have progressively gotten better in their last 3 games, which included a 1-possession loss to 9th-ranked Southeast Polk. As a team, Roosevelt is averaging just a shade under 54 points per game while allowing 61.5 points per game. And one of the players to watch for tonight, we'll get to it on here later, and that is senior Jakari Bradley, who scored 22 points in the win over East and is averaging a team-high 15.5 points per contest. Meanwhile, for the home squad, the Valley Tigers tabbed 7th in the latest Class 4A rankings, enter their 6th home game of the season with a 7-2 record. Valley West took the floor last Saturday and dominated Iowa City High with a final score of 73-54. The Tigers have won 3 out of their last 4 games, with the lone setback coming at home to Johnston back on January 22nd, and they were without their leading scorer, Ty Walker, for that game and the game prior to that. The Tigers have been one of the top scoring teams in Class 4A this season, ranking 4th in scoring at 71.2 points per game and 5th in assists per game, averaging just under 15 dimes per contest. Roosevelt and Valley, 2 squads looking for a marquee win here tonight. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll continue our pregame coverage as we count down to tip-off from West Des Moines. You're watching Iowa High School boys basketball on CISN.TV.
Bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Chevy bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back here to Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines on this Thursday night. The Des Moines Roosevelt Rough Riders getting set to take on the Valley Tigers. Again, the Rough Riders entering tonight's contest with a 1-4 record, while the Valley Tigers in their 6th home game of the season with a 7-2 overall record. This is really the start of what's going to be a busy end of the month for both of these teams. When you look at Roosevelt, they'll be playing 4 games in the next 5 days. And meanwhile, for Valley, they will have a tough test ahead of them tomorrow night as number 2 Waukee will pay a visit to the Tigers here at Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. So a busy stretch. Again, both of these teams trying to get all the games in necessary before we begin postseason play. But great to have both of these teams in action here tonight. Now we'll take a look at our players to watch for tonight's game, and we'll begin with the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Jakari Bradley, the go-to guy for the Rough Riders, averaging just under 15.5 points per game. Also leads the Rough Riders in rebounding, shooting 62.2% from the floor. And as we mentioned, in that big win over East last week, scored a team-high 22 points. And meanwhile, for Valley, they have a couple go-to guys, but the player to watch for the Tigers is Ruat Bijek, averaging 14.5 points per game. That's good for third on this squad, but he ranks 5th in Class 4A in rebounding at 8.4 rebounds per game and shooting just under 60% from the floor. Again, a pair of very talented and versatile forwards for this Tiger squad, but definitely keep an eye on Ruat Bijek for the Tigers here tonight. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for tonight's game between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Valley Tigers next here on CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
At Mid-American Energy, we put our energy into making communities stronger, safer, and ready for the future. We support STEM education and community safety, special events, and economic development activities. We energize our cities and towns just like we have for decades. All to help make your community the place where you want to build your business, your legacy, and your life. It's another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. Without question, the COVID-19 pandemic created many disruptive changes in our lives. Some of us got sick, jobs and income were compromised, it was difficult to even spend time with family and friends. But one thing hasn't changed, and that's Westside Auto Pro's commitment to quality service, and that will never change. We're here to make sure you get maximum performance and reliability from your vehicle. So as we all move forward, keep Westside Auto Pros in mind. You've been through enough. We'll make sure your car is the least of your worries.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting closer and closer to tip-off here from West Des Moines. Roosevelt and Valley set the duel here on this Thursday night. Again, this matchup was originally supposed to take place on Monday night. It was a rescheduled game due to the snowstorm that blanketed the Des Moines metro area here earlier in the week. And we just got word that Ty Walker, the leading scorer for the Valley Tigers, is going to be active tonight. He missed the last couple of games with an ankle injury, so a Valley team that, again, ranks very high in the state in offense, 4th in scoring offense, 5th in assists. They're going to have their top scorer, Ty Walker, who averages about 21.5 points per game. He is going to be in the lineup, a shot in the arm for this Tigers team as, again, they get ready to take on Roosevelt here tonight. Now let's take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by DeArmond Ford. And it is going to be a fun one to watch here tonight. We'll begin with the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Remain aggressive, especially here on the road and attacking in the paint. One of their keys to success in their game against East was getting to the free throw line. They attempted 20 free throws, so being aggressive, especially against a lengthier Valley team, and then limiting turnovers. The Rough Riders are averaging just over 14 turnovers per game, and against a top 10 team in Valley, you have to take care of the basketball here tonight. In their game against East, they had just 7 turnovers in that game, and that was certainly a key to their success in their first win of the year. Meanwhile, for the Valley Tigers, on their home floor, set the tone early. Again, you don't want to give Roosevelt any kind of breathing room here tonight. And Roosevelt, they fared well against some top 10 teams this year. Again, just losing by 3 to Southeast Polk at home. So for Valley, you got to be able to set the tone early and then attack the paint. We mentioned Ruat Bijek. He's going to get his touches tonight, as well as Eli Raridan, the second leading scorer for this ball club for the Tigers. So attack the paint. The height advantage is clearly with the Tigers here tonight. So those are the DeArmond Ford keys to the game. A family-led business guided by their core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity. Check out the all-new DeArmond Ford in Indianola at DeArmondFord.com. So both teams just wrapping up their warm-ups before we do get underway here tonight. And as we mentioned in our last break, that both of these teams, this is just the start of what's going to be a busy weekend for both of them. For Roosevelt, 4 games in 5 days for that squad, who, again, their season started on January 8th. And for the Tigers, they will welcome in the Waukee Warriors tomorrow night. That'll be a fun matchup that we will also have right here for you on Central Iowa Sports Network. But, again, you don't want to overlook this matchup here. 2 teams that have a lot of great talent. They're well coached, and it's certainly going to be fun to see these 2 teams who wanted to play on Monday, but they're going to play here tonight in front of all of us here on CISN.TV. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll meet the starters for tonight's game and tip-off here from West Des Moines. You're watching Iowa High School boys basketball on CISN.TV.
Bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Chevy bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back here to the Central Iowa Sports Network. It is Des Moines, Roosevelt, and Valley squaring off here on this Thursday night as we're about ready to flip the calendar into February, but a busy time for high school basketball across the state. Hunter Phillips along with our crew. Delighted to have you with us here tonight. Once again, the Tigers enter this matchup with a 7-2 record already, their 6th home game of the season, while Roosevelt, who started play on January 8th, enter with a 1-4 record. They have faced some good competition, not only Southeast Polk, they also played against the Waukee Warriors, so They have been battle-tested, coming off a very nice win, and are looking to keep that momentum going here tonight against a Valley team that enters tonight's game ranked 7th in the state. So we will pause for the national anthem, and we'll return after this.
And your Valley Tigers. We want to remind all fans that masks are required on West Point school grounds, and we encourage you to maintain your social distancing. Please sit in the marked bleacher seating, and sanitizer stations are also available around the facility. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. At this time, we ask you to please rise and remove your headwear as we honor our country and
Know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Senior Jakari Bradley. Number 2, sophomore Sam King. Number 15, senior Dijon Ragland. Number 23, sophomore Jameson Patton. And number 32, George Williams. Referees are led by head coach Adam Daly, and the assistant coaches are Rich Borgos and Louis Fountain. And now, there's a starting lineup for your Valley Tigers. Number 2, senior Ty Walker. Number 14, senior Truman Morse. Number 24, junior Mason Morrow. Number 40, junior Ruat Beachin. And number 44, junior Eli Raritan. Tigers are led by head coach B.J. Windhorst. Matt Carter, Eric Chappell.
So those are the starters for tonight's game. And we'll begin again with the Rough Riders. They will go with Bradley, King, Ragland, Patton, and Williams. And for the Valley Tigers, Ty Walker is back in the lineup after missing the last 2 games with an ankle injury. It'll also be Morse, Morrow, Bijik, and Raritan. Excited to have you with us here on this Thursday night on CISN.TV. Hunter Phillips along with our crew. Glad to have you aboard here tonight. Roosevelt already out on the floor. They'll be sporting their road dark blue unis with white numerals and lettering gray trim felt across the chest. And the Valley Tigers in their home white uniforms here tonight with orange numerals and lettering black trim and Valley written across the chest of the uniforms. So it'll be George Williams, the sophomore, and Ruat Bijik, the 6'9" junior, at center court to tip this one away here in just a matter of moments. First meeting since 2019 between these two teams. The series is tied up 6-6. Valley won the last meeting back in 2019, 65-46. So that gives you the indication that when these two teams meet, it's going to be a fun matchup. Roosevelt's last win came in November of 2018, and before that, the Valley Tigers were able to string together 4 straight wins against the Rough Riders. Again, the Tigers 7th in the state in Class 4A at 7-2, 2-2 in the CIML Central Conference. The Roosevelt Rough Riders are 1-4 and play out of the CIML Metro Conference, and Valley's going to be shooting what appears to be technical free throws here to get this started, as Ty Walker cannot connect on the first. Walker, an 85% free throw shooter, knocks down 1 of 2. And Valley will have possession, so no jump ball at all. So now we're underway here on this Thursday night. Truman Morse coming off a very solid performance against Iowa City last Saturday here at home. Has the ball for the Tigers. Now it's Ruan Bijek. Waits for the defender to fly by and gets the layup to go with the left hand. 3-0 Tigers. Bijek, one of the players to watch in the pregame show, averaging 14.5 points per game as the Rough Riders turn it over, but then Valley is unable to haul in the loose ball. Last touch by Mason Morrow. Jakari Bradley to inbound for the Rough Riders. They come in with a 1-4 record. This their second road game of the season, but the start of a busy stretch for this Rough Rider team, coached by Adam Daly. George Williams goes past Raritan, ball knocked loose. Bradley picks it up and banks it in. Minute through here in this first quarter, 3-2 our score. Raritan from the elbow, too strong off the iron. Sam King, the sophomore, hauls in the rebound for the Rough Riders. Williams pumps it out to Sam King, and he is called for the travel. Something to keep an eye on here tonight. Those empty possessions for the Rough Riders, they have to take care of the basketball. Average just over 14 per contest. Ty Walker. Now Truman Morse off the screen. Hands it off to Ruan Bijek. And they'll get a foul on the floor on Dijon Ragland, the 6'4" senior.
Foul on Roosevelt's number 15, Dijon Ragland, his first personal foul, first team foul half on the Rough Riders.
Morse kicks it out to Morrow for 3. In and out. One and done possession for the Tigers, who lead by 1. Jakari Bradley coming off a 22-point performance at East last week. Gets a little creative with this dribble. And now it's Sam King. One of 3 sophomores on this team. Williams looking to find a cutter, but it's knocked away by the Tigers. And now Mason Morrow looking to push in transition. It's Raritan on the block, and he gets it up and in. Points in the paint. Another area there for the Armand Ford keys to the game. Eli Raritan, the second leading scorer for the Tigers, puts them up by 3. Jamison Patton Thought about the shot, kicks it out to King in the corner. Coach Windhorst and his staff liking the closeout defense that they've applied on the Rough Riders thus far. Williams sets a screen for Bradley. It's one-on-one with Walker. That'll be a fun battle to watch tonight. And that individual battle is won by Jakari Bradley, who gets the floater to go. 1 point lead for the Tigers. And this is the 13th all-time meeting between these two programs. Deep three on the way. Off the iron, but Raridan tracks down the rebound from the baseline. With contact, he gets it in. 4 early points for Eli Raridan, who not only can get it done on the gridiron, but also on the basketball court. This year averaging 17.6 points per game, but what a nice feed there from the top. Jamison Patton catching that one and getting the reverse layup to go. Roosevelt still keeping this within 1 point. 7-6 our score. Ty Walker, 3 on the way. Bradley gets the loose ball. Walker, again, has missed the last couple of games, so might have some rust out of the gates. But a very talented shooter, and there's a good-looking stroke from Sam King. Sam King, the sophomore, averages 9.8 points per game, second for the Rough Riders behind Bradley. And now Roosevelt's in front. 3 is off, but how about Raridan coming in to get the rebound and is fouled. And he will earn a trip to the free throw line.
Roosevelt's number 22, George Williams, his first personal.
To get Williams for the foul. Raridan's first free throw is off this season. The junior shooting 55% from the line. Ezeldin Farag entering the game for the first time tonight for Roosevelt. Farag Dang also entering in for the Tigers. And Jackson Carter as well. Tied up 8-8. Fun start to this one on this Thursday night between the Rough Riders and the Tigers. Farag thought about the 3, but is well covered by the lengthy Eli Raridan. Jamison Patton. He's got 2 early points. Farag on the way for 3. Off the back of the iron. Good effort by King, saving it from going out, but it goes to the Tigers. And a foul on the floor called on the Rough Riders. That is on Dijon Ragland, and that is his second personal foul.
Entering for the Rough Riders, number 22, George Williams.
George Williams gets a short breather, and Roosevelt will call a timeout. 2:47 to play in the first quarter, knotted up 8-8 on CISN.TV. So a 30-second timeout called by Coach Daly. That last foul by Ragland gave Roosevelt their 4th team foul here in this first quarter. Now Ty Walker will bring it up the floor for the Tigers. Raridan from the elbow, attacks, off the window and in. Eli Raridan already with 7 points here in this first quarter. Just using his height and strength to his advantage here in the early going. Jakari Bradley, he leads Roosevelt thus far with 4 points. George Williams, the Patton off the dribble. That one goes in and out. And now it's Raritan up the floor. Kicks it out to Carter. Ball is loose. Patton is a talented quarterback for the Rough Riders. Comes away with the loose ball. Great to see multi-sport athletes just showing off what they can do in football, basketball, other sports as well. Rawat Bijek, as well as Mason Morrow, come back in for the Tigers. And Ethan Levan, 5'9" senior. He'll check in for the first time tonight for Roosevelt. Valley leads by 2, 10-8. Morrow off the screen to Deng. Morse kicks it out to Morrow. Free ball. Puts it in. Ruad Bijek. Ruad Bijek shooting 52% from downtown, and that is his 20th make from long range this season. It gives the Tigers a 5-point lead. That the first three-pointer made on the night from either team. Less than a minute to go in this opening quarter. Farag thought about the three again as Williams handles it for the Rough Riders. King. That one can't go in. Deng with the rebound. Morrow drives. Deng is going to be called for the travel. Had the right idea, skipping that backdoor cutting pass to Jackson Carter. So Loven brings it up the floor for the Rough Riders. As King is held up down low. Farag is able to save it, but Morrow with the steal. And lays it in on the other end. Great defense up top by the Tigers. They take advantage of the Rough Rider turnover. On a 6-0 run are the Tigers. And Roosevelt is unable to put up a shot in time, and that will do it for our first quarter here from West Des Moines, where the Tigers lead the Rough Riders 15-8. We'll be back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
Hi, I'm Chris with Fireplace Superstore. Fall's upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need a new Heat and Glow high-efficient gas direct vent. These are ideal for your new construction project, for your remodeling project, or for removing your old wood-burning fireplace and replacing it with a new Heat and Glow high-efficient gas direct vent. Come see us today at Fireplace Superstore, 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand-in-hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Getting ready for the second quarter of action here on CISN.TV. Valley currently on a 7-0 run as they lead the Rough Riders 15-8. Hunter Phillips along with our crew. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Valley got steady contributions from their big 7 points from Eli Raritan in the opening quarter, 5 from Bijek, who knocked down a three-pointer. Roosevelt was able to tie it up 8-8. But then Valley was able to create havoc on the defensive end, come away with a few buckets. Gain the 7-point lead as Bradley with the up and under gets it to go. Jakari Bradley now with 6 points. And that ends that 7-0 run by the Tigers. They lead by 5. Truman Morse goes to Raritan. He goes to work. Bumps his way in, and he's blocked from behind. Bradley with the athletic play. And now the Rough Riders will slow up the tempo. Jamison Patton now running the offense. Gives it off to Sam King. Roosevelt just patiently trying to find an opening, and this Valley defense that's been playing very solid here to start off this game. But they'll get Walker for the foul as Bradley took matters into his own hands. That the first team foul on the Tigers here in this half thus far. Loven to inbound for Roosevelt. And throws it away. Good defense on the out-of-bounds play by the Tigers. Jack Oskomski, the junior guard, enters the game for the first time here tonight for this Tigers team that is 5-1 when playing here at home. As we mentioned at the top of our broadcast, fourth in Class 4A in scoring and have been dishing the ball out very well. Averaging 14.8 assists per game as Walker draws some attention. Floats across court to Truman Morris. Bijek for three. Short. Made one back in the first quarter. Bradley with the board for the Rough Riders. Roosevelt team that features 7 seniors, 7 juniors for head coach Adam Daly. Three on the way by Patton. Too strong. But they track down the miss, but are called for the travel. That's on George Williams, the sophomore. Roosevelt started off the season on a 4-game losing skid, falling to North, at Waukee, and at home to Lincoln and Southeast Polk before winning at home against the East Scarlets last Friday night. So it's been just about a week since they last took the floor. Bijek off the handoff. Goes to Walker. And now it's Raridan bumping his way through the lane. Nearly got the and one, but Raridan will be back at the line to shoot two.
Roosevelt's number 1, Jakari Bradley, his first personal foul.
That will be on Bradley, and the 15th foul on Roosevelt. Raridan's first free throw trickles in. The junior had 29 points in that win against Iowa City High last Saturday. Went 13 for 16 from the field, including 6 rebounds. Goes 1 for 2 that time. Truman Morse trying to battle for that rebound, but Roosevelt will be back with it.
And kick for Roosevelt, number 15, Dijon Ragland.
Dijon Ragland comes back into the game for George Williams. Ragland started tonight, but picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, so he had to sit out for about the last 3 to 4 minutes of the quarter. Bradley takes off, swatted away by Bijek. Walker in transition, gets it in, and a timeout is called by Valley. So that will stop play with 5:25 to go here in this first half. We will stay here as it's just a 30-second timeout on the floor, but Valley doing a great job in transition that time. And again, it's really been the defense that has been really impressive by the Tigers, limiting the driving lanes for Roosevelt and those kick-out opportunities. And that time, Bradley, who is athletic as they come for Roosevelt, drove in and got the ball swatted away by Ruad Bijek, a Valley team that ranks in the top 5 in total blocks in Class 4A. We're able to take it the other way, and for Ty Walker, a huge layup attempt to be able to get that one in. He has 6 points here already as Raridan gets his hands on it. Last touched by Ragland. And again, the defense stepping up out of the Valley timeout. Valley led by B.J. Windhorst. He's in his 7th season here at Valley. With that win against Iowa City High last Saturday, that was career win number 300 for Coach, as Eli Raridan making it look easy. Off the miss, one-handed putback, and he now has 10 points already. And the lead is 10, the largest of the night for the Tigers. And Roosevelt turns it over once again. Valley led 15-8 after the first quarter. George Williams back in for Roosevelt. Ty Walker off the screen, off the dribble. Knocks it down from the elbow.
Number 2, Ty Walker.
And now the basket's getting a little bit bigger for Mr. Walker, who averages 21.5 points per game for Valley, shoots 52.5% from the floor, and is second in Class 4A in three-pointers as Bijek comes away with his second block. Nice outlet pass to Raridan. Raridan draws the contact, and he'll be at the line again. That'll be the second personal foul on Jakari Bradley.
All on Roosevelt's number 1, Jakari Bradley, his second personal foul, 17th foul on Rough Riders. Eli Raridan at the line for the Tigers.
So Raridan back at the line, sinks the first. Valley as a team this season, shooting 67.4% from the charity stripe. And Raridan goes 2 for 2, making his 10th start of the season. Valley starting to pull away here, up by 14. Valley has outscored Roosevelt 9-2 here thus far in the second quarter. 3:45 to play in the first half as Bradley tries to get going, but Walker doesn't let him by. Out to King for 3, and that one's good. Much needed bucket there for the Rough Riders. That is Sam King's 7th make from downtown this season, and they come away with the steal. Bradley trying to get off of Garang Dang, tracking him in transition. They'll get Dang for the foul.
First personal foul, second team foul of the half on the Tigers. Entering the game for the Tigers, number 12, Jackson Carter.
Jackson Carter will enter in from Mason Morrow. Carter, one of 6 seniors on this Valley team. 9 juniors as well on this squad. Sam King's pass is nearly stolen away as Williams floats it in the lane. So now a little 5-0 spurt by the Rough Riders. That's the first bucket of the night for George Williams. Pull within 9 points of the Tigers. Walker, quick 3. Puts it in.
Corner number 2, Ty Walker.
Ty Walker is absolutely lethal from downtown. 28th make from long distance this season, shooting 47.5% from beyond the arc, and he averages just under 4 per game against second in Class 4A. Second made 3 for the Tigers. So they lead 27-15. Williams looking to hand it off, gets it to Bradley. Corner 3. Left short by Goskomski, but he tracks down the board. No look pass in the corner to King. And he is fouled while throwing up the 3 by Bijek. So that will send Sam King, the 6'3" sophomore, to the free throw line.
Foul on Valley's number 40, Ruat Bijek, his first personal foul, third
Score update from a game across the way in West Des Moines. Ankeny leading Dowling at halftime, 31-22. The Hawks, the defending Class 4A champs. That game you can also find here on CISN.TV, a little double dip of high school hoops. King this season an even 50% free throw shooter. Takes advantage of the trip. He has 8 points. And Roosevelt calls a timeout on the floor. And it will be a 30-second timeout called by Roosevelt. And a good sequence for the Rough Riders, who again gave up a 7-0 run to Valley to end that first quarter. And Valley led by as many as 14 points, but Roosevelt continuing to play hard and have been able to knock down a few shots. Sam King getting involved in the action here lately for the Rough Riders. But the Tigers still holding on to that 9-point advantage here with less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Mason Morrow, quarterback for the Tigers, going up against the quarterback of the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Jamison Patton there on that sequence. Morrow back with it in the far corner. Kick ball by Roosevelt. And you could tell the bench for the Rough Riders is loving the intensity that they have seen from their squad here in the second quarter. Not making it easy on the Tigers. Truman Morse out to Dang, who drives. Kicks it out to Carter for 3. Off the mark. Long rebound out to Patton. 1-on-1, and Patton gets it in. Almost looked like he was going to slam that one down. But he's able to get it to go with the left hand. Jamison Patton with 4 points. First field goal here in the second quarter, as the lead for Valley is down to 7. Dang tripped up. Bijek gets that entry pass denied by Bradley and Patton.
Entering the game for the Tigers, number 2, Ty Walker. Also
Jakari Bradley, phenomenal football player for the Rough Riders. A two-way player that plays wide receiver and defensive back. Looked like a DB there on that play. Raritan back in the game for the Tigers. Off the screen, Walker in and out for 3. Sam King with the rebound. Eli Raritan leads all scorers here tonight with 12 points thus far. Sam King leads all scorers for Roosevelt with 8 points. And now he's got the basketball there in the corner, guarded by Bijek. 20 seconds to go as Raritan comes away with the steal and slams it home on the other side. Eli Raritan, 14 points, putting the exclamation point there on that steal. 9-point lead for the Tigers. See what the Rough Riders can do here. They turned it over. Shot at the buzzer will not go in. And that will do it for our opening half of play here from Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines, where the Valley Tigers will take a 9-point lead into the locker room at half against the Roosevelt Rough Riders, 29-20. We're going to step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll recap the action from the first half next here on CISN.TV.
Bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away, delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile, regardless of the times. our team remains committed to you.
Central Bank opened its doors in 1877 and has been proud to call Iowa home ever since. For more than a century, our family-owned business has worked hand in hand with friends and neighbors across the state to make their dreams a reality. Come visit us at our new location on Hickman and Waukee and see how Central Bank can make it happen for you.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Chevy bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
We've reached halftime here in West Des Moines. Our score here at the break, the Tigers lead the Roosevelt Rough Riders 29-20. Hunter Phillips along with our crew here on CISN.TV. Delighted to have you with us here tonight. And what a first half for the Tigers, especially on the defensive end, really limiting the Rough Riders in key areas. And you go back to the first quarter where Valley outscored the Rough Riders 15-8, limiting the Rough Riders there to 8 points. Finished that first quarter on a 7-0 run. But Roosevelt, they kept on battling back, especially midway through that second quarter, where it got a little bit closer. Both teams scoring more points there. The Tigers were able to outscore the Rough Riders 14-12 in the second to hold a 29-20 lead against the Rough Riders. Who did the scoring for both teams? Stan King really lit it up there in the second quarter, knocking down a three, and then he also got fouled while shooting the three. He didn't make the three, but he made all the free throws there. He has 8 points to lead Roosevelt. And then Jakari Bradley, the top scorer for the Rough Riders this season. He had 4 points in the first quarter, was held to just 2 points in the second quarter, so 6 points and a half for Jakari Bradley. Meanwhile, it's been all Eli Raridan in this game here, folks, so far. 7 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter, 14 points altogether, including that dunk there towards the tail end of the first half off the steal. He's had his hands on a lot of different plays here on the defensive end. And again, that length has just been bothersome for Roosevelt here so far tonight. Ty Walker with 8 points in his return so far. He knocked down a three. He is 1 for 3 from downtown here in this opening half. And then you go to Ruad Bijek, who got off to a pretty good start. Scored 5 points there in the opening quarter, including a three, but then was held scoreless there in the second quarter, and he did have that foul on Sam King when he was attempting the three-pointer. But all in all, a really good start to this one here in West Des Moines between the Valley Tigers and the Rough Riders. Again, the Tigers lead the Rough Riders by 9 here at the break. We're going to step aside and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll continue to get you ready for the second half of action next here on CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
And welcome back here to halftime on CISN.TV. The West Des Moines Valley Tigers up by 9 here at the break, 29-20. And again, an exciting first half of action by the Tigers on the defensive end that led the points in transition for the Tigers. But again, Roosevelt, they have found ways to battle back in certain stretches, and really that key stretch there midway through the second quarter where Valley got on a 9-2 run to begin things in the second. They were already on a 7-0 run heading into the second quarter, but then the Tigers were able to make plays on the defensive end, but Roosevelt again was just able to kind of slowly chip their way through in this game with the likes of Jakari Bradley making plays, Jamison Patton as well on the defensive end. And you could tell that after that timeout by Coach Daly for Roosevelt that the team was just able to kind of regroup a little bit. And so it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments both of these teams make. You know, for the Valley Tigers, they continue to go to the well inside with Ruat Bijek and with Eli Raridan, and for Roosevelt, do they have an answer for that? And is Jakari Bradley going to light things up here in the second half? It's going to be interesting to see, again, how it's all going to play out. But again, just to recap how the first half went, Valley was able to outscore the Rough Riders 15-8 there in the opening quarter, and then 14-12 in the second quarter to take a 9-point lead here into the locker room. And we're just about 2 minutes away from the second half getting back here underway. But the leading scorers, again, Eli Raridan with 14 points at half for the Tigers, 8 points for Sam King here at the break. We're going to take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you the second half next here on CISN.TV.
Bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Chevy bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back here to the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines inside Valley High School. Almost ready for the second half to get back underway. Here from West Des Moines, Hunter Phillips along with our crew. Delighted to have you with us here tonight. Again, both of these teams were scheduled to play one another on Monday night, but due to the several inches of snow that we all received here in the Des Moines metro area, they had to postpone the game until tonight. That wasn't the only game that the Valley Tigers had to reschedule. They were scheduled to host Mason City in a girls-boys doubleheader on Tuesday night. That game has also been rescheduled, but great to see these two teams from the Metro match up here. The first meeting since 2019 between the Valley Tigers and the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Valley will have the ball to begin the third quarter, up by 9. And other than a brief 1-point lead back early in the first quarter, the Tigers have led the entire way. Raridan misses there in the low post. And now Jakari Bradley who had 6 points back in the first half, handles it for the Rough Riders. Step back three. Knocks it down. Confident looking stroke there by Jakari Bradley. And that is the kind of plays that the Rough Riders will need to get back in this one. That's just the third made three this season for Bradley. Doesn't attempt many. Valley can't respond on the other side by Truman Morse, but Bijek with the key offensive rebound. Valley up by 6. Truman Morse off the screen, and his skip pass intended for Walker gets stolen away. It's Bradley. No look to Ragland. And Ragland can't connect as Bijek swallows it up. Walker the other way. Lays it up and in.
Ty Walker.
Ty Walker now with 10 points. And for Roosevelt, man, a good opportunity there, but Ragland was met by Ruat Bijek, who's got 3 blocks here tonight. That basket does not count for Sam King, who traveled before he floated it up and banked it in. So instead, the Tigers take over, leading by 8. They've led by as many as 14 points here tonight in their 6th home game of the season. Walker deep three. Off the iron, but some action off the ball. They will get Bradley for the foul for Roosevelt. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. He was tangled up with Eli Raridan. So Valley set to inbound. Walker off the catch. Morse, nice dish down low, and Raridan with the finish.
Number 44, Eli Raridan.
Excellent ball movement by the Tigers as Raridan steals it. Slams it home again.
Eli Raridan for 2.
Just too easy for Eli Raridan. Multiple steals tonight. That's led to buckets in transition. Raridan now with 16 points. Valley leads by 12. Great start to the 3rd quarter into the 2nd half for the home team Valley Tigers. Bradley. King in the corner. Knocks down the triple.
Roosevelt three-pointer number 2, Sam King.
2nd made 3 tonight for Sam King. Showing off his shooting stroke as Bijek calls for Raridan to set up the screen. Jumper good.
Valley basket number 40, Ruat Bijek.
For Ruat Bijek, his first field goal since the 1st quarter. He had 5 points back in the 1st. He now has 7 on the night. 37-26 Valley. Under 5 to play in the 3rd. And guess who? Raridan with numbers. Slams it home again.
Valley basket, Eli Raridan.
Raridan and Bijek all smiles as they sprint to the other end on defense. Tigers having a lot of fun. It all starts on the defensive end for Coach Windhorst Tigers. And as we mentioned at the top of our broadcast, Roosevelt had to be careful with the basketball here tonight, because a top 10 team like Valley will take advantage of those turnovers. King off the screen, and man, Raridan nearly came away with another steal. Travel called on the Rough Riders.
Entering the game for the Rough Riders, number 5, Hazelden Farad. And entering for Valley, number
Hazelden
22,
Farad,
Garam Dang.
who played for much of the tail end of the 1st quarter. He re-enters the game for the Rough Riders. And Garang Deng, his older brother Agwek, played for the Valley Tigers a few years ago. Walker battling with Jamison Patton. Valley leads by 13. Bijek for three. In and out. Rebounded by Raridan. And floats it in off the glass. Eli Raridan with 18 points.
Timeout, Rough Riders.
And a timeout is going to be called by the Rough Riders. And it will be a full timeout. 3:22 to play here in the third quarter. Valley up big on Roosevelt, 41-26 on CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford, DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
A 12-6 start to the third quarter. With head coach Adam Daly, all the reasons he needed to call a timeout to regroup his Roosevelt Rough Riders, who are now down 41-26. A nice play drawn up out of the huddle. Jamison Patton delivering that one to Dijon Ragland. The 6'4" senior banks it in, his first points of the night. Now the Valley Tigers back to work. Bijek off the screen. Delivers it to Raridan. Double team. And the Rough Riders able to swallow up the big junior. Bradley in the lane. Draws the foul, and he'll be at the line to shoot two. So a very good spurt of energy out of the Rough Riders here. Out of that full timeout called by Adam Daly. And now Bradley is at the line. One area of Bradley's game that he has struggled in this season has been from the free throw line. He shoots under 60% from the charity stripe at 57.6%, 19 of 33 coming in. And he goes 0 for 2, an empty trip. Tigers with the rebound. Valley led by 9 at halftime, 29-20. Corner three. Off the mark by Carter. Morrow between two Rough Riders snags away the rebound. Bijek off the screen, goes back to Carter. Good defensive possession for the Rough Riders as they cause a turnover. Limiting the dribble penetration and then closing out on potential shooters. And then Jamison Patton on the baseline able to force the turnover on Carter. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Roosevelt trying to climb back. King for three. Too strong off the back of the iron. Ball lands into his lap. Mid-range shot doesn't go. Dang with the rebound as Morrow pushes it to Carter for the Tigers. Dang guarded by Jamison Patton. Raridan, who's got 20 points, backs it out to Morrow. Tight end to QB, and Morrow off for three. Roosevelt going the other way. Patton, too strong. Carter lands in the rebound as Morrow sees the opening. Dang with the pass fake as Raridan loses the ball, but Roosevelt was the last one to touch it as Farag's foot was out of bounds as he got a hold of it. Raridan will get a much-needed breather. He scored 6 points here thus far in this third quarter. And a few of them here as of late have been transition dunks off of steals.
Also entering for Roosevelt, number 11, Jack Gostomski.
Jack Gostomski played quite a few minutes in the first half. He checks back in for the first time in the second half for Roosevelt. Tigers, 7th in Class 4A, 7-2. Looking for a big win tonight while the Rough Riders trying to build off of their first win of the season last week. Bijek short with the three, gets his own rebound, and nearly got an acrobatic putback to go with his back to the basket. But instead, Roosevelt has the ball with 40 seconds to play in the third. And a fun night of hoops here on this Thursday night on CISN.TV. Bradley for three. In and out. Made one earlier here in the third. Carter tracks it down for Valley. Coach Windhorst directing orders as the Tigers likely to hold for one final shot here. But now 15 seconds to play. Dang. Gets it knocked loose by Bradley. Morse is unable to get it to go, but a good attempt by the senior. But through 3 quarters of play, the Valley Tigers still up on Roosevelt. Score of 41-28. We'll be back with the fourth after this on CISN.TV.
Obsessively, relentlessly. That's what you can always expect, even when faced with the unexpected. It's a service we take seriously, providing comfort in the rain, tools to help you save, a helping hand along the way, and from a safe distance away. Delivering the energy you need while going the extra mile. Regardless of the times, our team remains committed to you.
Hi, I'm Joe the Car Guy with Westside Auto. I'm excited to tell you about our new lifetime oil change plan. When you purchase our plan, you'll never have to pay for an oil change again. If you get a different car, simply transfer the plan over. If that car's oil needs are different than your original plan, just pay the difference. It couldn't be simpler. You won't have to worry about inflation or prices going up. Give us a call at Westside Auto Pros to get details on the lifetime oil change plan. And remember, when I say lifetime, I mean your lifetime, not just your car's.
8 minutes to play on this Thursday night from the Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. Roosevelt and Valley renewing the matchup. The last was played in 2019, the 13th all-time meeting between these two. Valley leads 41-28 as we begin play in the fourth. Hunter Phillips again along with our crew here from West Des Moines. Glad to have you on board tonight. Start of what's going to be a busy stretch for both of these teams. Roosevelt trying to get things going here in the fourth. That's a good start. Shot fake by Bradley. Waited for the flyby and then draws the foul. Bradley has 10 points tonight, or check that, 9 points. That foul on Bijek, that is his second personal foul. As Bradley swishes the first free throw. Our other game here on CISN.TV. Last update with 5.5 minutes to play. At Dowling Catholic, it's Ankeny leading the Maroons 47-34. The Tigers will take on the Ankeny Hawks on Monday as we officially flip the calendar to February. Ty Walker for three. That's left short. Walker again coming back into the lineup. Got the start tonight after missing the last 2 games. Knocked down a 3 back in the second quarter. And tonight the senior has 10 points. Eli Raridan leads all scorers with 20. He had 14 at halftime. And Valley was really able to set the tone early in the third quarter to start to pull away and regain that double-digit lead. But Roosevelt trying to find something here on this possession and put a little rally together as Bradley posts up. Free ball on the way. Off the mark from Farag, the 6'4" senior. Walker in the corner. Too strong, goes on target. Jamison Patton bumps into Walker, who's called for the foul, and you could just tell that Walker is really frustrated in himself. Coach Windhorst just saying, just got to be better than that. Can't let those get to you. Walker, again, has been so successful shooting, especially from beyond the arc. I had to know that he had to shake off a little rust here tonight. Rough Riders to inbound. Jamison Patton from his back collects the loose ball off of his miss. Ragland too strong from the free throw line. Just been that kind of night for the Rough Riders as Walker drives, baseline, can't float it in. Put back, rattles home for Ty Walker. Walker now with a dozen. And he and Raritan, the two players for the Tigers in double figures. Ruat Bijek with 7 points. He's been held in check for much of the night offensively, but he's made some big plays on the defensive end. And again, it's been turnovers. In transition, Jamison Patton knocks the ball away from Ty Walker, and really good sportsmanship there from Dijon Ragland. Helping up Ty Walker. But also a good hustle play by Jamison Patton, who is a very good competitor.
Also entering for the Rough Riders, number 3, Ethan Levan.
Ethan Levan will come in for Patton. As the Tigers inbounded. Raritan had two Rough Riders surrounding him.
Foul on Roosevelt's number 3, Ethan Levan.
Roosevelt bench wanted to travel.
Second team foul.
That is the second team foul on the Rough Riders. Valley with 3 team fouls. So we have less than 5.5 to play here from West Des Moines. Raritan in the lane. Can't float it in. And he'll get a foul on Raritan off the miss.
Number 44, Eli Raritan, his first personal foul, 4th team foul on the Tigers.
That's just the first personal foul on Raritan. Not too many fouls called tonight. Pretty clean game from both of these teams. King cutting. Can't get it to go with the right hand. Played really well back in the second quarter. Oh my goodness! With authority, Eli Raritan with the one-hand slam. Eli Raritan taking out all of his frustration there. If you're tracking that at home, that's at least the 5th dunk of the night for the junior. 22 points for Eli Raritan. Fun player to watch, and again, has one more year left.
Foul on Valley's number 2, Ty Walker.
They'll get Ty Walker for the foul.
5th team foul on the Tigers.
3rd personal foul for Walker.
For the Tigers, number 12, Jackson Carter.
And for Walker, just kind of slowly getting back into the groove of things. Gets a fist bump from Coach Windhorst. Close play on the inbounds. Held ball, and possession arrow will go to Valley. Boy, what quickness shown there on the out-of-bounds play from Eli Raritan, who has had his hands on multiple plays here tonight. He has wreaked havoc on this Roosevelt team just with his length and, again, just those long, active hands. Talked about Valley needing to set the tone, and they certainly did on the defensive end. That is what has put them in this position right now, up 45-29. Truman Morse calling for the travel. Been a quiet night for Truman Morse, who scored 15 points in that win against Iowa City High last Saturday. He really stuffed the stat sheet, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks, but he's made contributions in other areas here tonight, not needing to score. Under 4 to play. Bradley puts down the 3.
Three-pointer, number 1, Shakari Bradley.
Shakari Bradley with his second made 3 tonight. He has 13 points, and that leads the Rough Riders. Sam King with 11, so both teams have 2 players with 10 or more points. Morris for 3, in and out. And a good box out by the 6'5" sophomore center George Williams as Bradley's floater nearly got altered midair, but the Tigers take it the other way. Carter's pass goes out of bounds. And Roosevelt will be back with it. Looking ahead at both of these teams' schedules, again, Roosevelt is scheduled to play 4 games in a 5-day span. They will take on the Hoover Huskies tomorrow night at home. And the following day, they'll play at Lincoln against the Rail Splitters. And on Monday, they'll host the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Roosevelt again began their season on January 8th. But great to see them out on the court competing. Blocking foul called on the Tigers. So they have to play a number of games here in the next few weeks. Just to be able to get all the necessary games in, but great to see them out on the floor as well as all the CIML Metro programs. But a busy week ahead for Adam Daly's Roosevelt Rough Riders. A lot to build off of from tonight's game as Bradley splits between 2 defenders and loses the ball. Raridan with a nice dish, and Morrow with the finish.
Basket number 24, Mason Morrow.
Mason Morrow with 4 points. That junior connection has mostly been Morrow to Raridan. By that time, Raridan says, I got you. And there's a 3 by Levin. Third made 3 on the season for the senior. That's his first set of points here tonight. Under 2 to play from West Des Moines, and there's a triple that connects. Ty Walker with a second made 3 here tonight. Still playing a little gingerly tonight, but just his presence out there for the Tigers, much needed. And Bradley, too much movement there as he caught the pass. Tigers back with the basketball, and we'll look ahead to the 7th-ranked Tigers schedule. As we mentioned, big game tomorrow night, which will be featured right here on CISN.TV as the 2nd-ranked Waukee Warriors will pay a visit to the Tigers. That'll be a great girls and boys series. The Waukee girls also ranked very high in Class 5A. Offensive foul called on the Tigers. But then on February 1st, Valley will be back in action here at home against Ankeny. And the next night they'll play at East. Right now the final regular season game for the Tigers is slated for February 19th against the Hoover Huskies here at home. So getting down to it, less than a month away until that regular season finale. So a lot of basketball between now and then. Raridan takes it away. What's he going to do this time? Can't finish.
Foul on Roosevelt's number 1, Shakari Bradley.
Bradley called for the foul after the play.
Rough Riders and the Tigers take a timeout.
Coach Windhorst will call a timeout. And we will take a break here as well. 35-50, Valley Tigers leading here on CISN.TV.
35 years in the automotive industry, I had the opportunity to build on the American dream, just like Henry Ford did over 100 years ago.
Introducing the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola.
Like Ford Motor Company, we're a family-led business guided by our core values of hard work, trust, honesty, and integrity.
People drive to Indianola to buy Fords.
The all-new DeArmond Ford. DeArmondFord.com.
Built for America, sold by DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Iowans know that winter means snow, ice, and freezing temps. Severe weather can make the roads downright dangerous. Truck Equipment Incorporated has the toughest work equipment that can stand up to the harshest conditions. Look for Western brand snowplows, quality you can count on. Buy new or utilize our repair services. We'll order new parts for same-day pickup or delivery. And now you can shop from home with our virtual showroom. Go to truckequipment.com today.
And we are back underway out of the timeout called by the Tigers. And now the reserves getting some playing time here with just under a minute to play for Valley. Now at the line is Jay Moore, 5'11" junior guard. Can't connect on the first free throw. Eli Raridan, before that timeout, trying to complete one final dunk of the night, but it's been a slam dunk of a night already with 22 points, several rebounds, at least 4 steals as Jakari Bradley puts his point total up to 15. Lead all scorers for the Rough Riders, 50-37. Valley in front, as the shot is off by Luke Morton. But Valley not quitting in transition as Jay Moore comes away with it. And a player for Roosevelt went down as Moore.
Foul on Valley's number 10, Jay
He's going to be calling for the foul. As Jakari Bradley that got up a little slow, but glad to see that he's all right. So for Roosevelt, again, the start of a busy stretch, but plenty to build off of here tonight before they return to action tomorrow. Meanwhile, for Valley, just the performance they needed before they take on Waukee tomorrow. As the buzzer sounds, that will do it here on this Thursday night here from West Des Moines. Valley Tigers win this one here tonight, 50-37 over Roosevelt. We're going to take a break and recap the action next here on CISN.TV.
Bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Fall is upon us and fireplace season is here, and you need one of the brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. They're the perfect retrofit for that old wood-burning fireplace that you're not using. You get beautiful flames, you get heat, you get easy operation, and they're all brand new Heat and Glow gas fireplace inserts. Please come see us, Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale.
Chevy bonus cash, plus GM card bonus cash, plus Conquest cash, plus you can redeem your unused cyber cash at Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. And we have new inventory arriving daily. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee, WaukeeChevy.com.
Final score here from the Cold Iron Fieldhouse in West Des Moines. The Valley Tigers defeat the Roosevelt Rough Riders 50-37. The Tigers improved to 8-2 on the season, while Roosevelt drops to 1-5 here on the early portion of their season. Hunter Phillips and our crew delighted to have you with us here as we start to wrap things up here. And what a big night for the Valley Tigers here. Both of these teams hadn't played in just about a week. These two teams were supposed to play on Monday, but because of the snowstorm, they had to reschedule it to here tonight. But the Tigers, as we said at the top of our broadcast, really had to set the tone here tonight, and they really did so on the defensive end, limiting Jakari Bradley and much of the other arsenal of players for this Roosevelt team. Bradley did finish with 15 points for Roosevelt. Sam King with 11 points, but the Tigers really got after it on the defensive end, and it was spearheaded by Eli Raridan, who came away with at least 4 steals here tonight, had plenty of transition dunks. Also have to give credit to Ruat Bijek as well. He had 3 or 4 blocks here tonight, only scored 7 points, but really made a big difference on the defensive end. Ty Walker, in his return, he missed the last 2 games for the Tigers. He scored 13 points here, and you could tell in the second half that he was a little frustrated, not knocking down as many threes as he's accustomed to. It was a little bit rusty, but his presence alone for Coach Windhorst Tigers was just enough. But again, it was all set up by Eli Raridan. Scored 14 points in the first half and then had a monster third quarter where the Tigers were able to pull away in this one to come away with the win. Valley led by 9 at halftime, 29-20, and then in the second half, Valley outscored the Rough Riders 21-17. So a big night for the Valley Tigers. Again, they improved to 8-2, the 7th-ranked team in Class 4A, while the Rough Riders dropped to 1-5 on the year. And our final score again, Valley 50, Roosevelt 37. That will do it for us here on this Thursday night here on CISN.TV, along with our crew. I'm Hunter Phillips, and this has been Iowa High School Boys Basketball on the Central Iowa Sports Network.